Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We've got another webinar for you, hosted by 1836 Property Management. Today, we're going to be working with some of our flooring and all kind of flooring vendors, but they do a little bit of everything for us. Flooring is going to be the topic we're going to cover today. My name is Matt Leshper with 1836 Property Management, as always, in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas. It is springtime. I was just reminded that it is spring break for a lot of you. So hopefully you're on vacation watching this or catching up with this later. The sun is shining. And just like it's been every year, Austin is still a great place to invest. It's growing and it is a very stable, wonderful place to put your money and kind of bet your future on. So that is myself. I'm here with today Aaron Wright and Eric Maxwell, the Director of Flooring and GM over at Powerhouse Home and Commercial Services. These guys are licensed, experienced, knowledgeable vendors partners that serve the greater Austin area. That's the script. They have a full service company. They also specialize in cleaning, construction, flooring, restoration. They do a little bit of everything, all the way from Central, South, and North Texas. If you come to Austin and you actually want to meet them, I don't suggest you show up at their facility, but I've been over there and it's pretty impressive. Imagine if you took the materials you needed to do any of these parts of work and put them all in one place. They've got it on hand. So they're not having to go out and leave you hanging while they get the materials. Beyond all this stuff, I was thinking about this morning before I came to work, and we may have been partnered with Powerhouse for 15 years at this point now. Before I had business, I think I had Powerhouse. And now we've got plenty of business and clients, and we've still got Powerhouse. So we were having a little chat, Eric and I, before we got started, and it's amazing how in a service business, there's always something new every year. That's the latest and greatest thing. And of course, now what's AI going to do, and what's shiny this year? And it really comes down to, are these people that you can count on, that do right by you, that answer the phone and deliver what they say every time? Because when you're doing a lot of work or when you're across the country, you just need somebody you can count on. And it was really nice this morning to reflect back on this before we got started about the relationship I've had with them and how long it's been and how they're still here and they're still answering questions and they're still collaborating. And we have meetings with our team and just say, hey, where are we disconnected? Where are we connected? How do we improve for next year? And there's not a lot of people that are willing to consistently do those small improvements to always get better and always stay in the front of the pack. And Powerhouse has done that. And so it's kind of a real nice honor to bring them on today. So before we get started, question and answers. If you have any questions you want answers to, we will do our best. You're welcome to post them. There is a section at the bottom of the screen where you can post those. If it's on topic, we may touch it. If it is off topic, we may either push it to the end or we may get an answer for you afterwards if you want to share your contact information. Either way, we're happy to help you any way we can. Real estate investing and rental properties and flooring is what we do. So we're here to support you guys. So please feel free, Eric and Aaron, do a little introduction of yourself. Tell us about Powerhouse and what you've got going on.
Hey, good morning, Matt. Thanks for having us today. My name's Eric Maxwell. I'm the general manager with Powerhouse. Been here almost 7 years. Powerhouse has been in business 30 plus years. We started as a cleaning company and have progressed from there to offering a myriad of services as you discussed. We do flooring, construction, concrete, fire flood restoration, mold remediation, and of course our largest service is flooring, of course. And I'm gonna let Aaron say hello.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Aaron Wright. I'm the director of flooring. I've been with Powerhouse going on about 16 years now, and pretty much strictly flooring. But yeah, been here a while.
It's really nice to hear you guys say how long the company's been in place and how long your tenure is too. But I can't tell you, there's nothing worse than you call a place and you find out that everyone you've been talking to has been there 6 months. You're like, this is not I don't know what's going on there, but it is not gonna go well in the future. You've got to keep great people. You've got to keep them stable, in place, supported. And that really speaks to, I think, the management and the ownership over there at Powerhouse, which is a pleasure for us. So today in our video, we're going to cover a few topics just to narrow it down because you guys do so much and our listeners are kind of tuning in for a few different nuggets today. So we're going to cover flooring considerations for quick and effective unit turnovers. A unit could be a house, it could be a condo, it could be an apartment, anything like that. Choosing the materials that reduce downtime between tenants. and then the financial impact of flooring on rental income and vacancy rates. So let's jump into the first topic, flooring considerations for quick and cost-effective unit turnovers. Guys, I've got a unit, it's going to go vacant. What do you recommend right off the bat?
So I'll go ahead and chime in. Right off the bat, especially if it's a rental unit, we typically lean more towards glue down vinyl plank, especially if you want like the hard surface kind of material. And that vinyl plank can be anywhere from like a 6 mil. What these vinyl planks have, they have a wear layer on them, and it starts with like a 6 mil wear layer, and it kind of goes up to about 20. So depending on the conditions and how much traffic is in the unit or home, that's how the decision is made to go by the wear layer. Or if carpet is the choice, 25 ounce polyester is usually a top choice in rental units. Typically serves at least 1 year, 2 years of some good heavy wear, and typically needs to be replaced again. But if you want something that's a little bit more long term, people usually go with a nylon, easier to clean, stains come out, this and that. But your vinyl plank and polyester carpets are usually way to go in rental units or homes.
That's perfect. So one thing I want to add on to that, just to relate it back to our investors, is one of the more difficult parts of the investor journey, if you will, is separating I feel from this as a business. And a lot of these owners may hear a keyword like polyester or glue, and they think, I don't know how I feel about that. This is not your forever home that you've been building in your mind for the last 30 years of hard work. This is a home that's going to be a rental property and is a business. It is going to get some wear and tear, and it's got to be durable for that wear and tear. If you put something in there fancy that your dream in your mind, you're going to spend a lot of money, and at some point it's going to get broken. So what we want to do is have something in there that's almost a commercial grade. So you can take a tenant, put them in, put them out. Keep in mind, they're not just walking on that floor. They're dragging their belongings in and out, which are heavy. They've got animals. Everything else is going on under the sun. And so we're trying to run a business out of this property, and we've got to find supplies and materials that will stand the test of time. The carpet, people put carpet in and they say, well, in my house, when I was growing up, it lasted 20 years. Well, that's not how it works in a rental property. And if you get in front of a judge and you try to charge a tenant 20 years later for carpet, they're going to laugh you out of court. So we usually look to a 3 to 5 year basis to prorate the value of that carpet. But again, if you put in that vinyl plank flooring they're talking about, that stuff is going to last you a very long time, and it's going to keep you from having to reinvest in that. Does it all sound reasonable on that topic?
Yeah, absolutely. And on the plus side to using the vinyl plank is when the tenant moves out, the repairs are easily, especially if there's like a bed frame or a dresser where that gets scratched or it leaves indentations. Tenant moves out, we come in there and swap those planks out with some new ones, and it's repair. And so the cost of the repairs is fairly good.
Because you can spot repair. Instead of repairing the entire floor, you can go in there and tackle the one little thing that's the problem. And that's huge, being able to isolate that. So you may spend a little bit more upfront versus a cheap carpet, but guys, you're going to spend the money either way. Do it right and be done. Sleep well at night. Don't look over your shoulder. Do everything the right way. So let's talk about the materials. This isn't something that I would think about normally because flooring is not my business all day, every day. But are there materials that are going to help us reduce the downtime, or something that'll affect that in some way?
Yeah. So, a lot of these materials, when these manufacturers make these planks and stuff, and even, some of the other products, they usually have a 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Sometimes we've even seen it longer, where they continue to make that same product because it's a hot seller. What that does is it drops the downtime because it's more readily available. Either, we'll try to stock some of that stuff, that we get calls from customers saying, hey, I've got an artistic plank down and it's 5 years old and it's this number here. And we're like, hey, we got 6 boxes of it. What do you need? Oh, I just need a repair in a bedroom. So we try to keep those things in stock, and we try to sell what's popular and what's readily available. So that way, when you do need it, we have it in stock, or we can get it really quick.
That sounds spectacular. The other thing I think I failed to mention on the last one is just to point out to our listeners that there are different thicknesses when you say the mill of vinyl plank. And so I think in some of our minds, we think, well, is that going to be thin? Is that, I mean, hardwood floors are so pretty, but the truth is some of these vinyl planks are of such a quality that you can't really tell the difference between them and hardwood floors. And they're much more durable.
Yeah, no, the materials come a long way, and the quality and the look has come a long way, and a lot of it does look very similar to actual hardwood looking material. So yeah, absolutely. Pricing is amazing. Is more than half the price less than it would be to go to a hardwood floor or an engineered floor for that matter. So,
And one thing that's cool too, Matt, talking about the wear layers, is these manufacturers, they make these products 6 mil, 12, 20. And you can go into a house and say, okay, we've got an entry hallway from the garage that's going to get tons of use on it. Everybody's walking in, and they make that exact same material in a 6, 12, and a 20. And we can go in, and to save a little bit of, to be a little more economical, we can go into a hallway and put down a 20 mil wear layer. And then when you get into the rest of the house, we can put a 6 mil wear layer. You'll never know the difference. It looks exactly the same, except that extremely high traffic area coming out of the garage into the laundry, into the kitchen, where it's going to get the most of use, is going to be protected because it has a 20 mil wear layer. And because we can do that, we don't have to add on the cost for the entire house for a 20 mil wear layer, which is going to be more than a 6 and a 12. So and we do it all the time in multifamily and stuff like that. So it's phenomenal.
And this is the difference working with a reputable vendor that you can trust, that are decent humans and that do what they say, versus questioning somebody online based on a Yelp review. This is why you build relationships, so that you can trust people and they give you advice like that, and they actually help you when it's time to do the work. So on our third topic, let's talk about the financial impact of flooring on real income, vacancy rates. What have you guys seen out there? You work from single family to multifamily. You guys cover a lot of geography and a lot of types of homes. What are you seeing related to the flooring and how that impacts vacancy and rental income?
Yeah, I mean, in today's market, everybody's got the same thing in mind. It's a tough economy right now. It's been a tough economy for a couple of years. They want to turn to someone and say, hey, I need something that's economical. They don't want the cheapest thing. They don't want the most expensive thing. They just want something that's going to serve a purpose that they can get at a reasonable price, where they can be competitive on their rental rates. Austin is one of those really, really high-end volatile markets. I've been in it 30 plus years, and rental rates have done nothing but go up. And at some point they have to stabilize. And when they stabilize, like they really have in the last couple of years, people need to know that they're not going to spend a fortune going in with flooring product that, they're going to have to raise their rents, which, takes them out of the market, so to speak. We want y'all to be able to turn these properties quick, get tenants in. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You got to have somebody paying for the mortgage on the properties that you're managing.
Yeah, I think over the last year, we've actually seen a small decline on our side on rental rates, just because all the apartments came in, and we're directly competing with them on our inner city homes. Now, if you're out in the suburbs, maybe it's not a direct, apples to apples, because a family wants to live in a house versus, if you're young and single, maybe in an apartment, it's just less to maintain. But they're affecting the pool of supply. Now, when you've got an apartment with really nice amenities and a nice pool, and it's brand new and no one's ever lived there, it looks pretty easy. I also don't think folks know that there's multiple owners of those apartment complexes. And so the developer, the first one there that builds that complex, their job is to get those rent rolls full no matter what. And they'll give anything away just to make the rent rolls full so they can sell it to the next party, which tries to maximize, and then they sell to the third party, which typically holds. But if you're an owner competing with these guys, it's difficult if those players come into your neighborhood. And so you've got to be able to change things like the materials on the flooring or do whatever to keep your costs in check. Everybody knows that the property taxes went through the roof here because the valuations went through the roof. And I would love to say I see the county giving that money back, but I don't really see that happening anytime soon once they've already got their hands on it. So you've got to make changes in other ways in order to really keep things in line so that you can stay competitive and kind of bob and weave as the market changes right to you. Guys, what did I fail to bring up today, or what do you think would be helpful if you want to share anything with the audience that I may have missed?
For us, just time and time again when we're on these, the webinars, you always stress the importance of your local partnerships, and Powerhouse is here for a partnership. We understand we work for 1836, but at the end of the day, we work for the owners, and we want to make sure that your owners understand we're very easy to work with, and we want to provide a good service at a reasonable economical price. We can't always have the best price, and if you need to ask us a question or something, feel free to pick up the phone, call 1836. They'll get in touch with us, or if 1836 is okay, you can call us as well. We're here to build those partnerships and strengthen them. We're really hopeful and looking forward to a great 2025 economically. And if things don't work out and you need a vendor to work with you, we're here to work with you any way we can.
I love that you said local vendors. I don't think we talk about that quite enough. You see stickers that say buy local, and what does that mean? It is about keeping money in your community and supporting your neighbors, but it's not just about that. When a business is privately owned, as Powerhouse or 1836 is, that's my baby. And my name is on it, and my reputation's on it. And we are about quality and caring about people, and that will take care of our future. We're not about squeezing, because we don't have to report to somebody else about earnings that's in another state so they can report to Wall Street. And you guys are one of the largest flooring providers in our area. We are becoming one of the largest property management service providers. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not selling to somebody out of state. My staff is my people, and I think you guys feel the same way about yours by the way that your longevity of your staff speaks. So it matters because we care. We're personally involved in this every day. This is not some job for us that we take on and then go to the next job and don't care. This is our bread and butter, and it means something to us. So I'm really glad you brought up about being a local business. It makes a much bigger difference, I think, than people realize when it comes to service and just integrity.
Agree 100%.
Yep. All right, well, guys, you're always a wonderful partner. I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with us today. We love having you as one of our preferred vendors. You're not just a vendor with us in a long list. We have a very short list of preferred vendors that we ask to be connected to us in a tighter way to collaborate with our team for better outcomes, and you guys are at the top of that list. We love that we can have our owners reach out to you if there's something we don't know. You're not in the HVAC business, but every once in a while we get an engineer that says, I want to talk to this HVAC technician. And I'm like, please, because I can't help you with the questions you're asking me. That's just off the chart. And you guys are willing to actually pick up the phone and talk to these owners about flooring if there's a question or anything it may be, and make that personal connection so that they feel good, demonstrate your expertise in the field, and make them feel like they're being heard, and it matters. I appreciate you doing that for our folks. We appreciate you being here for us today, and just want to say thank you and everything. So anything else we can do for you guys today while we've got the time?
No, we appreciate it, Matt. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Wonderful. And if you need Powerhouse for anything, I'm going to put their information right here in the chat window for you. And I probably should have done this while we were working. I'm skipping around in my own chart here, but I will put that in the chat window so that it's always there for everybody. If I can get it in the right space, maybe I'm a little off with the spring break today as well. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at 1836. Feel free to reach out to Powerhouse. We're here for you. If you're an investor in Austin, or if you just need some flooring in your home, or you have questions about any of it, we're here to help you. We're going to be here in the years to come. And we look forward to seeing you guys as clients, either in Southeast or South Central Austin. Please come visit us anytime.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric and Aaron. We'll see you guys again soon on the next job.
All right. Be safe.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.